Hey everyone, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. And what are we talking about this time? Ubisoft. That's what we're talking about. They're at it again. Ubisoft is always doing something dumb, and they don't disappoint ever when it comes to that. So, we thought NFT partnerships with gaming and NFTs was dead. NFTs and blockchains never going to die out. Web3, as they like to call it. It's like the kids like to call it nowadays. That's never going to die out. But, we thought these big publishers, big developers out there just said, they saw the writing on the wall and decided, you know what, we're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But not Ubisoft. They Assassin's Creed assassin that NFT right into their heart. So basically, they've partnered up with Immutable to create a new gaming experience that will further unlock the potential of Web3. So if we all remember, Ubisoft has a history with NFTs. They tried it with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That didn't go over so well. Didn't really impress anyone, and no one really gave a crap about it. Ubisoft employees included, and in September of 2022, the company seemed to change tack, saying, not entirely convincingly, that it was really all just for research, the NFT thing, like just research, see how this goes. And that they said, when we have something that gives you a real benefit, we'll bring it to you. Well, they apparently found it, I guess. In May of this year, Ubisoft teamed up with a company called Integrated Reality Labs to create a series of Assassin's Creed themed smart collectibles, which are essentially little figurines encased in plastic with companion NFTs. And now it's looking to take on full games with Immutable, who they've joined up with. As a platform of choice of many layers within the Web3 community, Immutable offers both cutting-edge technology and the unique expertise in the seamlessly integrating decentralized technology into games. Ubisoft Strategic Innovation Lab Vice President and Blockchain Initiative Head, that's a hell of a title, Nicholas Perard. Yeah, let's say Perard. That sounds about right. We're excited to partner with them and look forward to bringing that level of fluidness within a full-fledged game, so players only have to focus on the fun of the experience. That's what he said. Immutable's current game lineups include Metalcore. So this Immutable, they're making some games. One's called Metalcore. It's an open-world mech shooter. Shardbound. Okay, not Sharpbound. When I first read it, I read Sharkbound, and I was like, what? But no, it's Shardbound, a multiplayer collectible tactics game in Infinite Victory, an arcade-style basketball game, and Guild of Guardians, which we're not sure what Guild of Guardians is. All of them focus on NFT ownership. Metalcore, for instance, is built around NFTs. It is on the blockchain, so players can evolve with the technology and become not just players, but owners and investors in the game and its in-game assets. Immutable says, we couldn't be more excited to explore with Ubisoft and the benefits of Web3 and digital ownership for players. That's what the co-founder and CEO James Ferguson said. We plan to bring the full weight of our ecosystem to bear to ensure the partnership's success. We are confident that we will bring to life a fresh new experience that players will love. So Ubisoft also had their Quartz system. That went along with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Ubisoft said that the Quartz program remains active as an underlining infrastructure. So they tried Quartz. Quartz is still there. It's just sleeping right now. And it will soon, the dragon will wake and it will be glorious. Ubisoft Quartz is a platform launched by our Strategic Innovation Lab for players to acquire digits, free digits, collectibles that are playable in Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That's what a Ubisoft representative said. The last digit of the Ghost Recon Breakpoint was released on March 17th of 2022. We learned a lot from this experiment from both a technical perspective as well as from community feedback. Ubisoft Quartz remains an underlining infrastructure for us, and we're continuing to work with partners in the industry to offer the best possible experiences to players interested in these features. So that's what Ubisoft is saying. Most, if not just about every gaming company, like I said at the start, has pretty much eased off of NFTs and blockchain and everything like that because the players out there said, no, we don't want this. But Ubisoft doesn't listen. Ubisoft does what Ubisoft's going to do. They're going to release Watch Dogs 4. They're going to release, 10,000 Assassin's Creeds. You want a Splinter Cell game? No, you don't. You want NFTs. You want a new Rainbow Six that's not Siege, like more like going back to the old, story-driven Rainbow. No, you don't. You want Siege 2 full of NFTs and blockchains. Quartz all over the place. That's what you want. Ubisoft knows best. Ubisoft, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, Shane, what do you think of Ubisoft still tumbling down the rabbit hole with this NFT stuff?
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, so I thought NFTs died with ColecoVision and the Black Plague. I mean, it's ridiculous. One of the things, Ubisoft was so proud of is for like Ghost Recon, you could get numbered helmets. If you're getting NFTs, you need a helmet. I mean, this is ridiculous. I really thought we had gotten beyond blockchain BS, NFT BS. Even Square Enix is backing away from it. And they were like one of the last ones to try to get in it and the last ones to get out, I thought. But no, Ubisoft said, hold my beer. I got this. And, they're doubling down. We don't want it. Gamers don't want it. I looked up the one game from this company, the mech one, Metalcore. Watch the video. It looks like a mishmash of multiple ripoffs. It's gross. I mean, and Ubisoft, if you need money, I am willing to help if you're willing to make a goddamn game that I want to play. Plain and simple. Pardon my language. I know I cuss a little much, but it's just these scams really chat my butt. And by the way, you should not be allowed to use failures of NFTs and blockchains and all that junk as tax deductions. So if you screw up and you're trying to use this stuff and then you lose a bunch of money, that's on you. Don't make me pay for it. What a bunch of doo-doos. And really, when this article came up, I was like, it really is still a thing. People are still trying to do this NFT stuff.
You were thinking this article isn't from last year, is it?
Yeah, it's like, what's this from 96, 97? No, this was 2 days ago. Son of a. It's like, come on, Ubisoft. Who is running that place? I mean, seriously. That they are making some of the dumbest ass decisions over there. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege was the last innovative thing they have done. It's not what I wanted, but I still acknowledge that it was innovative, that they've done a great job with it. They haven't put out squat since that I have been, this is good. This is real good. Period. Because they're focusing on the wrong crap. I know you have to change with the times, but guess what? The times are that nobody else is doing NFTs and blockchains anymore. Period. Nobody's wearing bell bottoms and tie-dyed headbands either. So, you're going to start putting that shit in your game. It's so stupid. But, I give them credit. Nobody tells Ubisoft what to do. You are right. Ubisoft's going to do what Ubisoft wants to do. I thought they were Square Enixed out of it, but nope. They doubled down and they're going for another role. But I was also surprised to hear Quartz was still a thing. So, yeah, What was that Ubisoft had, the Uplay? What happened is it's not a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah,
Because
it's still a thing.
I used to enjoy that. You get a few achievements, you earn a few Uplay points, you could unlock a costume in various,
Yeah.
Ubisoft
Mirage
games.
had that. It had stuff you could do.
Mirage
If you
had
go.
that.
Hmm.
Oh, that game sucked. So, uh, well, it didn't suck. It was too old school. It
But I mean,
really
it had it
was.
though. It had the
Yeah.
UPlay, so they still have that.
So
And you,
it's I just don't understand. It was is I mean, didn't one of these Bitcoin NFT guys just get like 30 years in prison for scamming people on
yeah,
this junk?
yeah,
So yeah, I'm not going in for any of this. So I mean, if you're trying to sell blockchains, you should be behind bars in chains. There we go. I said it. Screw you. So, but nope, it's just another con and a money making scheme that develop most developers I thought were out of, but not Ubisoft. So, but you're not getting me to buy your goddamn monkey pictures. So, suck a butt.
yeah. I agree. I mean, if you hear Web3 anymore, it's like that's immediately. If you hear Web3, it's a scam. Like you just basically say, okay, that's a scam. Um,
3 like a butt, but you're
yeah.
gonna take it.
I mean, because you know, even through that whole NFT blockchain era where companies were really trying to sell it to the consumer, they could not prove to the consumer a need for it. Nobody could see a reason to have it. A digital ownership of a good. Okay, well, you have that. That's yours now. That helmet, that pink helmet's yours now. Okay, and then what do I do with it? Well, you can take it from the game to game. Well, you can't take it from the game to game because every game would then have to be the same game, right? With the same setup. There would have to be a reason for me to have a pink helmet in a game that, like, if I unlock a pink helmet in Ghost Recon and then I go play Assassin's Creed, it's going to be a little weird having Altair with a pink helmet on. Okay. So it's
It would
not.
be Altier.
And, they're like, oh, you could resell it, but it's like, who's going to buy it? And, I mean, like, seriously, like if a game dies out, then that item is no longer worth jack, right? And you don't have an MMO here, like a consistently persistent game. You have like a game that's going to have, it's going to rise in player count and then it's going to die in player count. And so when that happens, there's not going to be anybody around to purchase that item. So if to the player, there is no benefit. And for the years that, for the couple years or so that companies really tried, gaming companies especially, really tried to sell blockchain NFTs, they couldn't provide the consumer with a reason for their need. And the consumer slowly, or really more quickly than slowly, saw that there was no need for it, that it didn't have a purpose for them, that it was just a way for them to get money out of you, and really you didn't get much of anything back, right? If Ubisoft or any company could really show individuals a significant need for NFTs and blockchains that really benefit a game in such a way that's revolutionary, then I think a lot of people would be like, all right, cool. But you haven't shown that. Even with Ubisoft's Quartz and their Ghost Recon Breakpoint, they didn't show it then. And to, buckle down and say, hey, we're doing it again. Like, yeah, Ubisoft, come on. What the hell happened to you? I don't know you anymore.
No, they went from one of the greatest developers of video games in modern time
To
to
one of the saddest.
yeah to some con game that what's the shell game, the game is under one of the shells, but the other shells have NFTs and blockchains. Which one are you going to get? Oh, you got screwed. You get a blockchain. So yeah, it's a terrible thing. I mean, nothing. And here's the thing about video games: they're video games. That's it. They're video games. They're meant to play and have fun. Do I want to unlock the cool Spider-Man outfit? Sure, hell yeah. Do I want to play as Spider-Man in God of War? No. Do I want to see Kratos in a skin-tight Spider-Man outfit? Hell no. You know, but you're absolutely right. There's no justification for it to make that a thing that gamers want. Now, if you send me the picture of the monkey or the pink helmet, a physical version, that's one thing. But you know, it's
Right.
it's
If I'm
just a
getting something
con.
I can hold, that's an actual thing, then sure, that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
people would like it again, like kind of your example of the Spider-Man outfit going into Kratos. If Rainbow Six Siege, if they made Rainbow Six Siege 2, would you want your skins and your operators and stuff to carry over that you purchased? Yeah. But
Yeah.
you don't need blockchains and NFTs to make that happen. It doesn't require that. Just
Nope. Just need a safe
bring
file.
that stuff over into the new game, right? Make that stuff backwards compatible, where that stuff transfers over to Siege 2. That's all you have to do. You don't have to have it tied to a blockchain and be an NFT and all this crap. You just bring it over, because that's really what the consumer wants. When a consumer, I don't know, I think for most consumers, especially gamers, when they go and buy a skin on a game, they're not thinking about buying it and then reselling it down the line. They're just buying it at the time, going, "That's cool. I want that skin on my character." And if they do want to
that
sell it,
depends on the game.
well, if they do want to sell it, there's a
in,
black market. You can sell your account.
Yeah, don't they do that in like World of Warcraft and some of the MMOs where people sell the digital stuff?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's on the that's illegal, but the dark web or whatever, that's like sites that have that, where you can buy gold and skins and various things like that, which you're not supposed to be allowed to do, but you can do that stuff. And sure, people do that. But again, I don't think, I mean, you don't need NFTs or blockchain to do something like that, right? The publisher, Blizzard, did this with Diablo 3. They had an auction house. It was a real money auction house in the game, where you could put items on that auction house and sell them for real money to people. People could go on the auction house, buy those items, and you would get the money physically for items that you found in the game, like, rare items and things like that people were willing to pay money for. So, as a developer, if you wanted to do something like that, you could create something similar to that. And again, it doesn't require NFTs and blockchains for that to happen, right? There's ways to make that happen if you really want to give ownership without having to, have unique identifiers and things like that that the blockchain requires. It's all really a scam. And again, even outside of gaming so far, NFTs and blockchains they're not taking off, I don't feel like, because no matter where they're applied, they haven't shown any real benefit to the consumer, right? And that's who it's marketing. And for most things, marketing to is the consumer, and the consumer hasn't found a benefit to it. So,
well, I guarantee one thing: if you buy $1 million NFT monkey, I can get access to it just by screenshotting it. Now it's my monkey too, so it's just a con. It's just another way to try to milk the consumer. That's all it is. I'm all about consumerism. I'm all about fair business practices. It's bad enough that they're destroying games with loot boxes and hiding content and all that stuff. But this is just another step in the wrong direction, and the video game industry is going to end up destroying themselves. But it is what it is. Ain't getting my mucky.
yeah, the call came from within the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about innovation and trying out new things. But when it's clear that something just does not work, then let's, drop it and move on.
Yeah. But now, one thing Ubisoft should try. This is a concept that's a little far fetched. It's a little out there, but develop a fucking game.
Develop a game worth playing.
Yeah, just
develop a game worth game.
God,
the last game that I mean, sometimes, very rarely do they come out with something worth playing. I think the last one I bought from Ubisoft that was actually fun, that I'm still playing now, which came out in 2019, but I just bought it because it went on sale now, was Anno 1800. And I mean, that's like a sim, kind of like city builder / resource management game. So, but the Anno series is kind of hit or miss. This one's actually pretty good, but it very rarely do they bring out anything worth a damn, especially mainline, games and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Ubisoft. They just keep going down the wrong rabbit hole. They need to, whoever's making the choices or the decisions there needs to stop making them. Because they're just, like you said, they were a great company, and now I feel like they're a joke. So, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, they've been a joke for a while now, and bad management. It's whoever's making these decisions needs to stop it. But I also and I say this every time we have a negative story about developers or publishers, it's about the goddamn investors.
Yeah.
That you put money into something, it's because you believe in it. You believe in the product, you believe in the people. You shouldn't have a frickin' say except for putting more money in or taking your money out. That's only say you should ever get as an investor. That's just me. That's a whole different tangent.
Yeah. Well, they got their money in blockchains and NFTs.
They're hanging themselves with those blockchains.
You got anything else you want to add to this?
No, I'm pissed as it is.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and end it here, everybody. We'll just say good luck, Ubisoft. I hope it doesn't work out. So, other than that, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to hit the like button. If you're not yet subscribed, you can join the blockchain here and hit that subscribe button. You'll get a nice NFT of a confirmed subscribe button when you hit it. It's really cool. You can take a picture of it, put it on your wall. Really nice.
I'll be your monkey.
Anyway, we'll talk with you later. Bye, everybody.
See ya.